All right. Hello, is this Sharon?
It is.
Hi.
Is this Anna?
Yes, this is she. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for speaking with me. So one of our interviewees is Sharon's grandson, and we met at DU here a few years back, and we were catching up, and he told me about the inspiring story of Sharon, his grandmother, and after that I just couldn't stop thinking about it. So when we got together, Lina, Alyssa, and I, to discuss our capstone topic ideas, I mentioned Sharon and I shared her story with them, and we were immediately like, yeah, this is the story.
I'm Laura Frank. I'm the Wilzine Visiting Professor of the Practice at the University of Denver. So right now I am teaching a capstone class that is Advanced Multimedia Production. It's really a documentary production class, and we're doing mini documentaries around 5 minutes long.
Sharon's story is just so compelling because it's so different and unique, and it's unlike anything we'd ever heard of before. But because she's already gotten so much media coverage in the past, we really wanted to differentiate ourselves by broadening the angle a little bit, bringing in a rare disease specialist to talk about the broader implications of rare diseases in Colorado and the importance of the research behind it.
So we just arrived to Brookdale Senior Living, where we'll be interviewing Sharon and her grandson Jacob. So this is pretty much the catalyst of our project.
The most important skill that I want students to come out of my classes with is the ability to look at a challenge and know they can figure out how to overcome that challenge.
So Sharon is 79 and is navigating the healthcare system and all of the obstacles that come with it. So in the middle of our interview, she actually received a phone call informing her that she had a medical emergency. We all decided to conclude the interview there and return to Sharon's apartment at a later date. And while it was a bit of a challenge at first, we were able to go to our second interview with a clear vision in mind, and it was very successful.
Okay, we're back at Sharon's apartment for day 2 of filming. It's so much sunnier out today, so that will be good because her apartment has like a big window. Last time we were here, it was just kind of dark and it like didn't look that great, but I'm excited today because we should get some really nice natural sunlight, especially for our B-roll as well. We're gonna be covering some questions we didn't get to ask her last time, but we also might have her just restate some of the things we already got.
A story about.
We are on the CU Anschutz Medical Campus, which is a beautiful campus, and we just interviewed Dr. Matthew Taylor in the Research Disease Center to our right. It was really great. He gave us a lot of good insight on rare diseases in Colorado, the research process, funding, all that sort of stuff, and we think it's going to be very impactful for our story. Tomorrow, we are going to upload all of our new footage, which we have about 20 minutes worth from the doctor, cut our key bites out of that, which is very important, and then hopefully from there we can move forward with kind of getting our first final cut done. Since we have all of our footage now, we are done with interviews, so yay!
The editing process for our video is probably the longest, but also the hardest part of this class. My partners and I probably spent over 30 hours in the MFJS department and in the digital media lab at the library working on editing. And what that entails is sound editing, video clipping and cutting, coloring, lighting, everything that you think would go into a documentary, we have to do that in post-production. And while it's really difficult, it's also very rewarding because in the end you see a video that you had no idea would even be produced come from your editing and all of your hard work.
So the last 3 weeks of class were mainly spent screening our projects and receiving feedback from our classmates, Laura, and other journalists that Laura invited to view our projects. And what was really cool about people seeing our projects cold was the feedback that they were able to provide us. Because once you're looking at your project for weeks on end, it gets hard to find those small areas of improvement that actually go a really long way. So week by week, we were implementing the feedback we received and watching our project evolve.
You know, there's usually a point where something clicks and students thought they understood things, but then they're able to go to a deeper level, and that's a really exciting thing to see.
Our project is a completely different story from what it started as to what it is now. When we first started, our project was fully based on Sharon, and at the end of it, we had brought in a doctor and her grandson to kind of expand her story to a larger Colorado audience. If you looked at our rough cut, you would look at it and you would say, wow, that is literally nothing like what your final product is. And I think that that really is a testament to how hard we worked on our project and how much time and editing and filming went in to expanding a story for a greater audience outside of a singular person.
So having a class like this where you're doing actual documentary that will be used by an actual news organization, it's something for your portfolio, it's something that gives you connection with existing news organizations and can be that kind of experience that could make a difference in launching your career.
One piece of advice I have for future journalism students, and I know this is a little cliche, but just have fun with it. I was so lucky to get to work with some of my best friends who also share the same passion for journalism and for this story. And I know that's not always the case, but it is just so fulfilling to be able to have fun and work hard and see how far you've come with the story that we all care so much about.